I want to be the guy that when I get up to the show and walk up to the plate, everybody knows that shit's about to get real.
Hello and welcome to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Blue Jays. I'm your host, Nicholas Blaylog.
And I'm your host, Adam Peddle, and today we have a very special guest coming on the podcast. Special. And his name is Jordan Groshans. He is our prospect in the Toronto Blue Jays system.
Pretty highly freaking touted. You may have heard of him. If you haven't, guys, have you really been watching this podcast? If you haven't.
Guys, like, hello. We've been talking, who's going to play third base for us in the future? Hello, this is one of the guys. This is why we're not...
It very likely could be this guy. He is super highly touted, and we just want to, before we even get him on the phone, want to give a shout-out to Jordan Groshans for coming on to the show. So thank you, my friend, for taking the time out of your day to do that. You're probably going to hear that from me while you're on the phone anyway.
Yeah.
Wanted to say that. Guys, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Before we get into it, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, ring the bell. You know the drill. I don't want to go through it anymore. Let's give this man a freaking phone call. Jordan, how's it going, brother?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can, man. We are now recording. My friend, once again, thank you so much for coming on the show. How are you today?
I'm good. Just got done playing some golf, so.
Oh, really?
I was relaxing.
Okay, that is actually super funny, man, because one of the, I guess we're skipping ahead, but one of the questions that we had for you was what you like to do outside of baseball. And the reason we were going to ask you that was because I legitimately saw you, I don't know if it was on your story or if it was on your main Instagram page, but you were ripping some golf, and I gotta say, I was super jealous.
Yeah.
But yeah, did you do that often, man?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as that's kind of my second hobby. Baseball is my priority in my life, but besides that, I mean, I wasn't really big into it until my first off season. But me and my dad just grinded out. I've actually gotten really good. So I enjoy it, go out there and have a couple beers and
oh man,
have a good time,
Dude, it kind of seems like, I don't know, maybe this is just me, but I feel like anyone who plays professional sports also has a hobby in playing golf.
Man, golf's perfect, man. You just go relax on the court, and just play your game. And the thing that you said with beers, man, me and Nick have been talking. We want to go play golf for so long. Just play some beer, drink some beers, play some golf.
Yeah, I haven't actually played golf in years, man.
Yeah,
so
man.
That's awesome that you're getting out there and doing that. I guess that's the benefit of being you live in Texas, am I right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is the benefit over there,
Yeah.
bro. It is I don't know what the conversion rate is, but I guess it's 7 degrees Celsius here right now. So I don't know what that is to you, but it's getting pretty cold to play golf, man. So that's cool that you're out there and doing that still, man.
Yeah, I love it. It's fun.
Yeah, man. Hey, I gotta ask you as well. I think we saw something on your story as well. Did you buy your mom a car recently?
Yeah. So we were going to get her a new car, and she's been driving mine because that one was mine, and we took her out, and she's so used to it, and she was like, man, I don't want any other car but this one. And so I felt bad, and I was like, you know what, screw it, might as well. And I gave it to her, and she's over the moon about it. She loves it. She's everywhere we go. She's like, can I drive your car? Can I drive your car? So I was like, you know what? I figured, and I just went and got a normal SUV, nothing too fancy, but had a bow delivered to the house and did a big deal, and she's happy with it, so that's all.
Yeah, no, I saw the post, man. That is super cool. I feel like that's something that I've always thought, it's if I ever make it, if I ever get kind of successful, then I 100% want to get my mom something that she's been talking about for a while.
Yeah, you got to repay the parent, that's an absolute.
Oh, for sure. After all the years of sacrifice and then working multiple jobs and taking me to and from practice and all the events to get me to where I am. That's the least I can do.
Well, and I like, this is always what I hear, and I'm gonna pose this question to you, bro. But this is always what I hear from people that we've had on the show, and just like people who are in your profession, like doing professional sports. But they always say it's like, I couldn't have done this without my parents. Do you feel that way?
Oh yeah, 100%. On the baseball side of it, my dad's my hitting coach. He's built my swing to what it is from the ground up. So I know for a fact I wouldn't be the hitter or player I am today without him. And my mom, she was always taking me to practices when my dad couldn't make it. He had to work and whatnot, but she always made sure I had a good lunch packed to school, always gaining weight, stuff like that.
that lunch is critical, bro. That lunch is critical. I need my cheese string, okay?
So I definitely would not be here without them.
Yeah, man. Honestly, like you need that support, man. I'm glad that you got it, and like and you, of course, paying her back with your own car is a great way to top it off. I want to ask too. What's that?
I said, of course.
Oh yeah.
Good thing to do that. It feels good.
Oh yeah, man. And I want to ask, man. Like, speaking of feelings, like, how did it feel? First of all, like, you're from Texas, you're American, and how did it feel being drafted by the only Canadian team in the league? Was that like, obviously, of course, you must have felt great being drafted, but how did it feel being drafted to Toronto?
It was cool because, everybody, it's easy for someone to be from Texas to be an Astros fan or a Rangers fan. They're all over the place, but for me, like, I don't only have a state or a couple people, whatever. I have a whole country behind me. I have a whole country supporting one team. It's awesome. Getting to go up there to Toronto for the 60-man was my first time up there. It was awesome. I loved it, every minute of it.
Dude, so maybe this is just a thing that we feel in Toronto, but I gotta ask you, someone who has grown up in Texas, is there a stigma about coming to the Toronto Blue Jays, like going up north, like the only Canadian team, like I don't know. I guess like maybe it's just like north of the border, but we're always like, oh, like no one wants to come up here. Like
we're always like, no one wants to play for Toronto. Like
yeah. It's like we're gonna be lucky if we get that guy.
Yeah, right.
Like I said, I think I know, like, around here, everybody's like an Astros fan or a Rangers fan or whatever, but I think people around here don't see the side of Toronto and the fan base that we all see, so I think that's kind of what makes them like, oh no, like, for me, if I could tell everybody and express to everybody how it is, it's awesome, now that I'm a part of it, I love it, I don't want anything else.
Dude, there's this like passion that like all these Toronto sports fans have, especially because you think about NBA and specifically the MLB. It's like this is our one team, and like we feel like this almost patriotism when we're cheering for that team.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, don't even get me started on the Maple Leafs like that.
Yeah,
that is like the New York Yankees like media fan base. Is the Toronto Maple Leafs equivalent.
And well, I mean, I'm sure you've heard it too. It's like you've seen like. I've often found, like, being a Blue Jays fan, like, it seems like whenever people come up here who aren't normally from here, they're like, damn, like, this is awesome. Like, this fan base is great. Like, and I love the mentality. So if you found that when you did come up here, then I'm so happy that you did, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to be up there full time.
Yeah, man. You got a bit of taste of it though in July when you were in the summer camp. How was that whole experience from the moment you got there?
It was fun, flying in and seeing everything, taking the bus ride and going through Toronto and everything. It was fun, I'd never seen it before, never left America, never done that. So going up there, seeing everything, seeing the city, seeing what it's about is awesome, and I'm so happy that I got to go, and stepping foot on the field in Toronto, getting goosebumps, because I'm like, hey, this is my future home. So
yeah,
what was
being able to go up there and compete and everything, it was fun.
Like out of that trip, out of that experience, if you could say like one thing, like maybe it was like one image or just like one feeling, like what was something that stood out to you about this city or this team or anything, bro?
So I remember my first day, they opened up for our first like practice or whatever. They opened up the top of the roof or whatever.
Yeah.
Thing, whatever it's called.
The dome.
That's enormous.
Yeah.
It was that big.
She's a big girl.
Big ground balls, and I look up and I'm like, man, this thing is huge.
I bet you saw the CN Tower. Like that thing always blows me away when I'm watching in the stands.
Yeah, I was sitting there. I asked one of the coaches. I was like, "Am I tripping, or is this thing that big? It's huge?"
Yeah.
Man, I remember as a kid, like always, like I'd go to games so little, and like I'd see it, and I'd be terrified that it was just like gonna crack and like fall in and like destroy the stadium. It's awesome. It's a beautiful sight, man. And how did you get to talk to any of the boys on the team or training staff members? Like, what were some conversations around the clubhouse before going into the season?
It was a team effort. Everybody I talked to, they were really excited about the group of guys that were on the team, and they knew that they had something special. So just being able to be young and being up in that environment and hearing those conversations made everybody excited. It made going to work every day something to look forward to. So talking to Bo, talking to Bucky, Jansen, people like that, like, it was awesome, hearing what they had to say, picking their brains and just talking big league, so.
Well, and also too, dude, like
going into next year.
the Toronto Blue Jays, like, it's a young team, you got drafted to a relatively young team, and
I believe we're the youngest, I think, in terms of age average.
That's true, actually, we are.
So, yeah, like, man, it's such a good, like, we as fans, like, we see all these young players coming up, including yourself, and, like, we get excited again because, we see this as a potential to, really make Toronto the home of, like, competitive baseball for who knows how long. And it's great you got to talk to good people like Bo, and Jansen. I heard Jansen's a bit of a team player. Like, he really, like, unites the group.
Yeah, he's a great leader. You can see it from a mile away, being up close and being in dugout with him. Big team guy, big leader, and big clubhouse presence, So I enjoyed picking his brain and getting along with him really well. So,
what are some things that you guys talked about, if you don't mind me asking?
Just about not doing too much with the opportunity I'm given, and that. With that being said, it was more, he knew I was a young guy. I went up there, got kicked in the face a little bit because I was trying to do too much. I tried to go up there and prove that I can rake off these guys after missing a year of being hurt, missing a year of time, being hurt or whatever. So he just told me, he's like, man, he's like, you're here for a reason. Everybody knows that you're a special talent that you can play. And he said, just don't do too much, just play your game. And after hearing that, towards the end is when I started to do well and heat up over the summer. So just getting that advice from him, being a leader, and everything he's doing so far has been big for me.
Man, it feels like that is kind of, or like that's so universal in sports. Is just don't do too much. Like, trust yourself, trust your process, and that leads me to my next question, which was, now that we're in this off season right now, what is your process? Obviously you are an elite talent, my friend. And I'm curious to know, like, how are you preparing yourself for this next year of baseball?
I'm prepping to be in the big leagues.
Okay.
I like to hear, my friend.
I don't care what Baseball America, MLB Pipeline, what those desk jockeys say my estimated time of arrival is.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm doing. I know my talent. I'm confident in my ability, and I showed this summer what I can do, and I plan on going into next year, starting right where I left off, and hopefully I can get up to the show and help the team and do what I can. But that's where my mind's at. I haven't stopped hitting, throwing, lifting, any of that. I'm going straight back into it already. So I'm just trying to be in the best possible position I can be going into spring training and take advantage of the opportunity I'm given.
Dude,
Absolutely.
screw MLB Pipeline. You know, fuck all those guys. The only person who really knows what you're capable of, you know, it's not me, it's not any of those analysts, it's you, my friend. And if you're feeling confident, then that makes us feel confident.
Exactly.
I feel like you have to be, you know, whenever you're a big league guy and you look at all the greats, you know, you look at Mike Trout, people like that, like they're confident, you know, they're not cocky. People think they're I love the phrase confident in your ability.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and all those guys are like that. You know, when they step on the field, they know that they're the baddest dude out there. And look at Bo, for example. You know, every time Bo steps on the field, he knows he's the best player on the field, and look what he does. You know, so
the word that always sticks out to me is like authority. It's like you talked about Mike Trout and Mookie Betts, and whenever they step up to the plate, it's like they're stepping up to the plate. And like with a sense of authority, like they own this plate, like they own this at bat. It's not the pitcher; it's their at bat. And yeah, some people talk about it as being cocky, but no, you're absolutely right. It is a sense of confidence, and it is a sense in owning your own game.
And that's how it should be, you know. And that's why those guys are who they are.
Yeah.
They don't fear anybody. They go up to the plate, and whenever, if you really look at it, I mean, they've done so good at it that when Mike Trout comes up to the plate, even as a fan, you know, Mike, he's about to do something, you know, and that's just the type of players that those people are, and it comes with, like you just said, you know, having a presence and having authority at the plate. So that's definitely what I'm going to try and take in spring training and do some damage.
Absolutely, man. Like we love to see you on the team because we're looking. Obviously, it's free agencies coming up and all these we're big questions around the team. Like who are we going to grab? What positions we need filled? And like Nick and I were talking on the podcast, being like, we really need another infielder. Where would we put him? Third base. I know that you're a third base and a shortstop. Which one do you prefer for yourself, position-wise, playing?
I mean, it honestly, either one. It doesn't really matter to me. And I just want to play where the team needs my help and where the team sees me benefiting the team and helping them win. So
Absolutely.
If it's at short, if it's at third, if it's at left, if it's wherever, I'll play there. So I'm just trying to get to the big leagues and help the team. So,
bro, I can already I read the TSN headline. Jordan Groshans said, "Put me wherever, coach. I'll make it happen. This kid has potential." That is I see the story right now.
Yeah, man.
And I've always been, I know I might come off as cocky or whatever, but I've always been quiet and never really said how I feel, but at the end of the day, I'm fucking coming,
Yes.
Dude,
so
never.
I plan on coming up to the show and tearing shit up,
Exactly.
Go.
Never, ever, ever fucking apologize for feeling confident in your own abilities, my friend. Seriously, you have something special going on, and if you believe it, then everyone. Other person who's watching you will also believe it.
That's how I want it to be, I want to be the guy that when I get up to the show and walk up to the plate, everybody knows that shit's about to get real.
Let's go. Oh, man, you're making me want to see Groshans right on the plate right in 2021, man.
It's exciting stuff.
You excite me, brother.
Okay, can we ask you kind of a dumb question?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. This is one of those ones that we just found on the internet. I looked up fun interview questions, and someone said this is a fun interview question.
We're we gotta bring some game, something to the interview.
And it's and it's kind of fun. I definitely heard it before, but all right, Jordan, you're on a plane. You are you're cruising to your next major league game right now. All right, you're feeling confident. Uh-oh, turbulence. This plane is going down. Bam! Crashes on an island. Uh-oh. Okay, but we have a lot of food, we have a lot of water, but we are alone. Now, a genie pops up. Hello, Jordan. Hello. If you could have two things on this island, what are the 2 things that you would have?
I love that presentation.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I would say a boat and a radio.
Hey.
Oh, we got a. This guy's thinking with his brain right now.
Yeah. I'm on an island. I gotta live right now.
I was thinking like a bouncy castle and.
I gotta go back to my youth.
No, that's good, man. A boat and a radio.
I would get in the boat and then drive as far as I can till I see anywhere remotely land, and then I would get my radio and pin it into the frequency and try and radio help, and then go home.
Yeah, I was just thinking you were gonna sit there, cruise, chill, enjoy your life, what? I was like, no, this guy's actually thinking about his escape.
Yeah.
Because he's got to go to the show, man. He's got to get back. He's got to get back on the plane.
I got a boat back to our series with the Yankees, man. Like I gotta get there.
Yeah. I'm trying to go and play in Yankee Stadium. I'm taking a vacation in the offseason.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's awesome, man. Hey, just behind us we have the Dodgers and the Braves just turned on. One of the questions I want to ask you too is, who do you got winning this game? Game 7, man. Dodgers, Braves.
So I've had my prediction after. Obviously, I wanted the Blue Jays to make a run, but after the Blue Jays got put out, I told everybody, I said it's going to be the Braves and the Rays. The Braves are going to win in 5.
Ooh, my guy is on his predicts.
Nice,
my
man.
Goodness.
Hey.
I think that, like right now. No, go ahead, sorry.
I hope the Braves win tonight, but I think the Rays are a really good team. Obviously, look at what they're doing. They're a hot hitting team, but so are the Braves, and it's baseball. Everybody knows it's a crazy thing. They could be hot going into the World Series, and then it flips a switch like that, and they get cold.
My guy, right as you were speaking, we have had Marcell Ozuna bat in the first Atlanta Braves run.
Yeah,
so,
we're already on pace.
They just took the lead, my friend. So
I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
Hey,
yeah,
man,
no kidding.
I would honestly that'd be a good story up for the Braves, just because I remember when the Jays were contending back in 2015, there was talks of who had the deepest farm system, and Braves were one of the deepest.
Right up there.
And now you're starting to see, obviously you got Acuna, you got Albies, they're all surfacing, surrounding, a legendary Freddie Freeman. So they're kind of now, they're blooming, they're blossoming, they're legit, they're contenders. So I feel good. That's a good story for them, and then we can kind of look at that as Jays as well, we are now blooming and blossoming, and we're gonna start competing, especially after this past season.
Yeah, we're gonna be in the World Series very soon.
Man, my projection, you can totally disagree with me. I'm saying we get a ring by 2024. What do you think?
Oh, 100%. If you look at it, Romano went down. That kind of hurt.
Yeah.
Our bullpen was unreal this year. We got a bunch of young arms coming up too, and young players, and you got Pearson up there, you got Kirk up there now. Bo, Tavin,
Bo's being Bo.
People aren't gonna want to fuck with us.
Yeah. Agreed, my guy.
Man, yeah, we got I love that season too, because everyone had us fourth in the division, sub 500, and to be honest, so did we. We projected us to sub 500, but we got shut up.
No, there was a lot of pleasant surprises.
Yeah,
like you said about the bullpen showing up, a lot of those young arms, it was oh my gosh, wow, this is absolutely amazing. And then keeping in mind that we still have prospects on their way, fuck yeah, dude. What do you mean 2024 one ring? We're talking 3 rings by that point.
3 rings, baby.
No, it's good because that team's awesome. You got Barucki, all those guys up there, Bass, Hatch, they're all part of one movement. They're wanting to work as a team, and it's a great chemistry up there, a great atmosphere, coaches, the energy, everything is really good. So I'm excited moving forward, and I wouldn't want to be a part of any other team. So I'm glad that one day I'm going to get to go up and be a part of that team and part of that chemistry and help win some ball games. So it's going to be a fun team.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
One day soon, my guy. And speaking of, if you make it up here in this coming year, you're going to be in Toronto, okay? We would love to take you out for a drink sometime. We'd love to take you out on the golf course and show you how some real guys play golf.
Yeah, 5 years rusty, I still get it.
I'm a couple years rusty, but I'd love to show you how it's really done up here in Canada.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Jordan, it was so pleasant getting to talk to you today. I hope that you have a wonderful evening, my friend, and that the rest of your preparation, that your off season is well spent, and that you are consistently hitting under par.
Oh, that's the plan.
Yeah. Awesome, Jordan. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your night. Watch the game, and take care, man. Good luck in 2021.
We'll talk to you soon, brother.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Awesome.
And that was Jordan freaking Groshans. Dude, okay, quick take.
What's your take?
Yeah, what is, I mean, okay, I was saying quick take to ask you what your take was.
Oh, okay, my take?
Like, my take was that this guy is the exact guy that I want to have. Like,
right?
Like,
that's the mentality that I'm like, again, it's not cockiness. It's just confidence in his own ability. Look, this guy is literally what's he, rank 2? Rank 2 prospect on some pages.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's literally like him and Austin Martin are our main product. Like, realistically, this guy is going to come to the show. He is going to be our starting, what people are saying is third baseman. Yeah. But it's also something that I want to say, too, is fuck MLB Pipeline or fuck all those guys. Like, who knows what this guy's going to be?
Yeah, seriously.
He said, in this interview, whatever you need me to do, whether it be X, Y, and Z, I'm going to do that because I want to make it to the show.
You know what that kind of reminds me of? Is Kevin Biggio, where you literally put Kevin Biggio anywhere on the field. He doesn't care. He's an everyday player. He's going to play. And he knows it, and he's confident.
It's not just, I don't even want to call him an everyday player. I want them to call them a baseball player.
Yeah.
It's like you're playing the sport of baseball. You're not playing the sport of second baseman. Like, you want to be part of this team.
Baseball player.
And
that's nice.
This guy, man, like...
Yeah. I want to see him. I want to see him called up. Because honestly, when they were saying, no, not 2021, maybe 2022. I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
It's kind of in 2021.
I was a bit like,
I'm like, really? Really? We're just going to wait? What are we waiting? Seriously, what are we waiting on? We need someone to, literally, we need that mid-infield spot. We might even need FS spots. Who cares? We need one more spot to fill. Hello. Here's our spot.
Yeah, here's a guy right here.
Don't look out in the market.
To play.
We have him.
And let's take him off the bloody golf course and put him on the diamond. Let's get him there during the season.
Man needs to play every day, man.
Seriously.
All right.
Folks, I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. Man, I am pumped to see him come up. I can't wait. Like, that first game when he comes up.
Oh, I'm going to be hyped, bro.
I'm going to be super hyped. Especially if he makes it in this coming year.
Yeah.
He will have predicted it.
Oh, yeah. You heard it here first. You're on Blue Jays today.
Oh, yeah. You heard it here first, guys. Like, we literally just predicted this.
Guys, so what do you think? You think Jordan Groshans going to be part of our future? I think so, absolutely. Let us know in the comments down below of anything he said today.
Seriously, guys, and check us out on Spotify, Breaker, Anchor, Radio Public, and Google Podcasts. Also, make sure to check out our Instagram. Jordan, once again, thank you. And also to our viewers, thanks so much for watching.
And go, Jays, go.